Hello, everybody, and welcome. And thank you so much for coming. So let's just start as we always do with this wonderful opportunity to send out gratitude to the world. And we know it's one of the highest vibrations in the planet. It goes hand and glove with love. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. And yeah, it's just a wonderful opportunity to feel that lovely feeling of gratitude. I was just wondering, Delia, would you be able to read for us? Whoops. I know I've got this funny thing here. Whoops.
Hello, Anthea.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I don't know why this little box has come up on the side here, but anyway, if you could read, I'd be grateful. Thanks so much, Delia.
Greetings, everybody. The opening invocation. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thank you so much, Delia, beloved. All right, so this week we have got Gary read so beautifully for us from the Great Divine Director. Oh, just priceless words. And I know we get the same, often the same sort of messages reiterated, but I just feel I could listen to it again and again. It's just so helpful and so important. And then we've got the video, Important Teachings of Beloved Jesus. I thought it's just really nice to focus on Jesus, who we know is the great cosmic angel Mecca, or Micah, some people say, of unity, a mighty cosmic archangel, actually, that's just named Jesus in that lifetime, or Yeshua, as he's also known by. But anyway, just wonderful short video. And then beloved Terry is going to read from the great cosmic angel Mecca. Are we called? All are called and few choose. Very lovely reading. Thank you, Terry. Even though it's actually more probably during the Easter time, but it was just so relevant. I thought we'd read it anyway. Then I'm going to read from beloved Holy Mother Mary, and then we have that wonderful opportunity. John will take us through our decrees where we call for the light, which we know is so greatly needed on our beloved earth. So we're going to listen to Gary reading.
Week 232, The Great Divine Director, I Am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 13. In the activity of your world, there is no limit. Try to feel it as never before. I want to say to some of the blessed ones here who have felt considerable struggle, please do not let your human self govern you longer in this understanding of your I Am presence. Try to release it. I will help you. Place everything in the hands of your presence. Your presence is your treasure house. Its wisdom governs everything concerning the release of the money or whatever else you require for use. It is the authority. It is the certain release. And if channels be used, dear ones, then the wisdom of your presence will select those channels. It will bring you in touch with whatever is required. If you really put things into the hands of your presence to release all you require for use, it cannot fail. Don't let your human make you waver or longer feel because of the appearance world you still exist in the same state you were in yesterday. Not one of you beloved students is the same as you were yesterday. Why? Because we are doing tremendous work in you, and you will see the results of it later. For everyone who is earnest and sincere, we are releasing into his or her world activity a power from which those blessed ones will see the results. No matter how great the stress may seem, still say to that appearance, you have no power. There is only one power which is governing my world and bringing the release of what I require into my use right now. When you take that positive, firm attitude, there is no human vibratory action in the outer world in which you move that can touch or delay the release of this which you require. For anyone who wants a position or anything else, say, Beloved mighty I Am Presence, take command of my mind and body. Place me in your position where you wish me to be, and cause me to feel and to know no human being nor creation has any power to prevent it. Therefore, take me, beloved mighty I Am Presence, into my own right activity, my own right service, and do it right now. If you will take the firm, determined attitude and know your presence is the governing power of your world, and all else where it wishes to place you, your victory will come. Do you see? No one can be deprived of the service he or she requires, or the money which such individuals require for their comfort, shelter, and clothing. Oh, for that time which once before existed in your beloved America and the earth, when everything came forth from the octave above, precipitated into the use of mankind, clothing, food, and everything else which was required. Does it seem far off today? Not nearly so far as you might think. Remember, the great cosmic light of which the messengers speak so often is the mightiest power in the universe. That cosmic light, as it comes more and more into the governing activity of the earth, just like the light from your I Am presence, knows no obstruction, knows no interference, and the cosmic light is steadily and assuredly flooding into the earth everywhere. It is why I mention these things for your encouragement, dear ones. Feel it, oh feel it, as never before. If you knew what your feeling could do, you would be free within a few hours. Your feeling world is the governing activity, and when you are still enough, your call to the presence begins to release its mighty energy, flowing forth like a mighty river into your world, carrying with it every good thing which you desire for use. There could be no failure to a mighty activity of this kind.
Marvelous. Thank you, Gary. So well read. And there it is. And just to know that those of you who might have just joined recently, that the great divine director is a mighty, mighty cosmic being. And he is the Manu of the seventh root race. So it's his responsibility now for these new children that are coming on, because they could never incarnate the sixth and seventh root races. They were too advanced. The earth was too dark. So no, they are coming now and incarnating some of them. They're highly advanced, some of the highly advanced children coming on. But he was a great teacher of Saint Germain, beloved Kuthumi, Jesus, Lord Maitreya, and many of the ascended masters. And he helps us too so much. So thank the great divine director. So now we're going to listen to this one on beloved Jesus. The man went and told the Jews who had found fault, because the healing was done on a Sabbath, that it was Jesus who had healed him. For this Jesus was persecuted, and also because he called God the I Am Presence, Father, which would make him equal to God. He said his Father God works all the time. Supposing God took a day off, we would have no light, no energy from the sun. Things would not grow. The beings of the elements would not take care of things, and even our bodies would not function. Jesus told them those who heard his word and believed on him, the I Am Presence, who had sent him, would have everlasting life. At the pool, Jesus healed only one out of the many who had come for healing. This shows he did not heal everyone needing it. Why not? Because the law of their own being did not permit it, and the judge of such things is each one's own Christ self. Evidently, they had not yet learned the lesson they needed to learn from their illness. Jesus knew that, since he was attuned to the Christ consciousness. For those whom it was permitted or possible, the Christ self made him know through his own Christ self. On a Sabbath, as they passed through a field of grain, the disciples, being hungry, plucked some grain and ate it. Some Pharisees saw them and asked Jesus why they did that, which was not lawful on the Sabbath. This was according to human concepts and not divine law. Since everyone eats on the Sabbath, as well as on other days, there was nothing unlawful about it, as the Sabbath was made for and by man, and not man for the Sabbath. Jesus was master, authority, lord or law over the Sabbath, as well as other human beings. On another Sabbath, he entered the synagogue, where a man was with a withered hand. Jesus was aware of the Pharisee and scribes watching for opportunities to accuse him. They asked him if it was lawful to cure on the Sabbath. So he asked them which was lawful, to do good or evil on the Sabbath, to save life or destroy it. He then healed the man's hand and asked him to stretch it forth. It was completely restored, but the others took offense because he did it on the Sabbath. They discussed what to do and began planning how they might do away with him. Jesus used common sense about everything and was not subject to fanatical ideas from priests and those who were following the letter of the law, as did the Pharisees, instead of the spirit of the law. So when a thing or service was to be done, he did it. He was also accused of his works being performed by the devil. Jesus went to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and his disciples followed him. On the Sabbath he taught in the synagogue. Many who heard him were astonished. Jesus did not say to everyone who went along with him, "Follow me," but only to certain ones. This was because he knew from within, through the Christ consciousness, which ones were ready and meant to do so. When one has attained Christ consciousness as he had, that is easily and readily determined, because the Christ self of everyone is one in action. Some people were in embodiment for the purpose of serving with Jesus and were looking for it, but missed it, because of certain human qualities being too prominent. Such was the case with Saul of Tarsus. Many were called, although did not hear, did not recognize it, or were not willing to, or could not give the obedience to take the discipline because of their human accumulation. Some of these are in embodiment again and are still searching and waiting, expecting to be called, but are missing the opportunity of this cycle also. Even though they get new age consciousness, they want to fit the new ideas into the old and go along with their own groove, the same as before, instead of doing that which is essential and necessary at this time, as the Ascended Masters have pointed out. So they miss their calling. Some say they want to serve the light, yet they want to do it their way, but they do not give the necessary cooperation, but they are willing to be confined to a job or position. Then why not be willing to do that much for the light? Just serving the human way of life constructively is not what is meant by serving the light. One can do that in many ways and yet not do that which he came into embodiment to do to fulfill his divine plan. People usually have a self-righteous feeling about it, and it gives rise to self-justification for what they are doing. Most responses are backed by human aims instead of purely for the light. It takes a lot of conditioning of those inner bodies to get to the point of really serving the light. The intellect may be willing, but there is resistance and obstruction in the feeling, much of the time unknown to the individual. It's such a good thing to ponder on from beloved Jesus. So, but now Terry's going to read. Thank you, Terry, beloved.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. Cosmic Archangel Micah of Unity, Special Address, Shambhala, 1990. Beloved ones, it brings me deep joy to have the opportunity to address you on this Palm Sunday. Throughout this season, there are many special days which are acknowledged throughout the Christian world, which are closely associated with my incarnation as Jesus, the Christ. Today, I would like to talk to you about the deeper meaning of these special days, because they always draw an increased momentum of energy due to the number of live streams on the earth who give of their attention to the events which took place while I walked the earth 2,000 years ago. You, as Chelas of the Great White Brotherhood, are aware of a great deal more than is yet possible for the great numbers of people evolving on earth at this time. For this very reason, it is especially important for you to use the impetus of the heightened energy of this season to raise your own consciousness further. One of the important facets in my incarnation as Jesus is that, although I came as an avatar, the success or failure of my mission was very much dependent upon the presence of Mary, Joseph, the disciples, and many other key persons who were in embodiment to assist me at that time. As Mary has told you, we were, in all ways, an ordinary family and group of human beings. We had the advantage of a more highly developed spiritual consciousness to draw from at that time, but if any one of us had forgotten to draw upon this consciousness, my mission would have been doomed to failure. I bring this up now to remind you that all of you who are in a position to receive my words at this point in time are also highly developed in spiritual consciousness, but it is your particular responsibility to also draw upon this consciousness deliberately, not only for yourselves, but also for the entire human family. There is a saying in a holy book which is often quoted as, "Many are called, but few are chosen." There is an extremely important misinterpretation in the translation of this statement, and I want to be sure you know what that is. This statement should read, "All are called, but few choose." Contemplate the meaning of this statement in the light of this new understanding. With every step on the path of mastery, there is a Palm Sunday. There is a trial, and there is a crucifixion and a resurrection. But the Chela must take care to consciously resurrect the inner Christ and not to call for the release of Barabbas. During the time of my mission on earth as Jesus, all was brought into outer manifestation on the screen of life, so that humanity would have the advantage of seeing the outer symbols through which he could receive the understanding necessary to become the Christ in action in the physical world. Everything that I manifested in the sight of the world bears a specific meaning and revelation to the inner world of every man once he can attain this understanding. This does not mean that you must undergo the physical crucifixion and resurrection as I did, for I truly did outpicture this for all humankind. I did this consciously and willingly out of love for all life streams on earth then and those who would come. For those who do not yet understand, you are now called to be a presence of the Christ. If you do this and hold fast, many will choose to follow your example, and you will truly be the forerunners of the new age of spiritual freedom on earth. What I did for all, you too will do, but with the understanding of what you are doing and why. Your love must come to be no less than mine, and truly, it is your love for all that keeps you on the path of light to the ascension, for that is your destiny as it was mine, and as it is for all humanity. Only misunderstanding keeps a man from the path of mastery, or some lack of completion of his experience, and a lingering fear of looking to himself for this responsibility. To you, the Chelas of the Great White Brotherhood, much is given, and that gift is consciousness. Without conscious awareness, you too would still be lost in the veils of Maya. The veil is self-generated, either by one man or by many, and it is alleviated in the same way. One man in Christ consciousness is truly a multitude, for the spiritual consciousness of any one of you awakens those around you, even without your saying a word. You know this is true. You are all experiencing this already. The understanding today, then, is for each of you to watch and pray and to be ready always when the soldiers come to take you captive, for all is truly within you. The soldiers, the multitude of onlookers, whether they throw palm fronds in front of you and sing hosannas, or whether they cry, "Give us Barabbas," all are within. Pontius Pilate, who washes his hands of you and turns you over to your accusers, or Judas, who seemingly betrays you with a kiss, may not be what they seem to be. Judas is he who comes to start the process. He is an activator. And the kiss with which you think he betrays you is really the cup of consciousness offered to you. You may choose, at any step on the path, to remain in the veils of Maya, or to drink the cup of consciousness and be released into the full light of your God presence I am. Even Barabbas, who was an unconscious actor at that time in history, may be a blessing to you when recognized within. If you recognize him, you will let him die, and with him every atom of your human ego, for you will know it has served its purpose. It has come full circle. Let it go and become the Christ in action, free and clear. Set the example of he who lives within your sacred threefold flame. I love you. I loved you then as Jesus of Nazareth, and I love you now as Micah, the Archangel of Unity. I say to you, unite your consciousness now with the risen Christ I am. I am Micah.
Thank you so much, beloved Terry, and just such brilliant words. Unfortunately, I must have missed out a chunk, and I apologize for that, everybody. Gosh, anyway, All right, so this is from beloved Cyclopeia, and as we know, she is the great Elohim, Cassiopeia and Cyclopeia, Cyclopeia on the fifth ray. And you say, why do we, in the highest spheres of light, all work together in perfect harmony and cooperation? Because we do not care if you offer your gratitude to the violet flame when, in a given matter, we are the ones who actually did the healing, or vice versa. What matters to us is that God's will is done and not our personal recognition. That is our main objective. That will be done, O great presence of life. Thy will be done, O great presence of life. Did you understand, my children? This is why we tell you to always thank your I am presence first, because this presence of life is the only power and intelligence operating through Cyclopeia, Saint Germain, the great Maitreya, Lord Gautama, Sanat Kumara, mighty Victory, mighty Helios, and all the beings of light on earth and throughout the universe. Therefore, when you thank this presence, you are thanking all of us. When you recognize this presence, you recognize all of us. When you love this presence, you love us all. Do you understand it? All of us, ascended or non-ascended, are here to serve this mighty I am presence and not ourselves. So that's always just a really good thing to remember. And also always I like to remember what, the words of Jesus, where I of myself can do nothing, because it's just like that. I of myself can do nothing. So now we're going to say this decree for all our brothers and sisters that have left their physical body and are caught in that psychic and astral realm. And we are told by beloved Archangel Michael, this is a very, very important call for those beings, because the realm in need must make the call. So it's up to us to make the call for these ones that are caught. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we thank you. Just such a wonderful thing. We know as we make those calls, it happens. Okay, this is a lovely one for our animals this week. It's just these wonderful friendships, very unusual friendships.
Who says animals can't form lifelong friendships? Sometimes the most unexpected bonds remind us of the incredible power of love and loyalty. This lion and dachshund didn't just grow up together. They became inseparable friends, proving that true connection knows no boundaries. When Bone Digger was born, his future seemed uncertain. A rare bone disease made his legs weak and left him unable to run or hunt. He would never survive in the wild. The lion cub was given a safe enclosure to live in, but he remained shy and wary of others, spending his days in solitude. Everything changed when Milo, a brave little dachshund, wandered into Bone Digger's enclosure. The tiny dog seemed to sense the cub's vulnerability. Milo began visiting him daily, gently nudging him to play. At first, Bone Digger was hesitant, but Milo's persistence paid off. Before long, the cub greeted him with excited growls, and their unusual friendship began to bloom. As Bone Digger grew into a powerful adult lion, his bond with Milo only grew stronger. The dachshund became his constant companion, even helping him clean his teeth after meals by licking away food scraps. Despite their dramatic size difference, Milo remained unshakably confident, and Bone Digger treated his tiny friend with surprising gentleness. They played together, napped side by side, and showed a connection that left everyone in awe. But their friendship faced a heartbreaking challenge. As Bone Digger grew, some feared that one wrong move from the 500-pound lion could harm the little dog. For safety, Milo was taken away. The impact on Bone Digger was immediate. The once lively lion became quiet and withdrawn, barely eating and spending most of his days lying in the corner of his enclosure. Months passed, and it became clear that Bone Digger was grieving. Recognizing the depth of their bond, caretakers made a bold decision to reunite the pair. The moment Milo stepped back into the enclosure, Bone Digger's transformation was instant. He leaped to his feet, his eyes bright with recognition. The two friends picked up right where they left off, playing and nuzzling each other as if no time had passed.
That's just such a lovely story. Bless them both. So now we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. Now I'm going to read, this is from Beloved Mother Mary. It's a little bit longer than usual, but I hope it'll be all right. And it's just lovely. It's from Friendship with the Gods. And we know she was the beloved mother of Jesus in that carnation and the divine complement she is of Archangel Raphael. So she's a mighty archangel, and she serves in the Sacred Heart Temple. And we're told that she actually makes every physical heart, not just her. She has loads of beloved ones that serve with her in that temple, but they do make every physical heart, because the physical heart is the organ that actually holds the anchorage of our I am presence. So it has to be of the very, very purest elemental substance that can be found in our, to make our physical body. So she says, hail children of light, I, Mary, come to you to express my feeling of mother love for each and every one of you and all your brothers and sisters upon this planet Earth. When I say all your brothers and sisters, I, of course, mean all life in every kingdom. For the closer you come to the heart of God, the more you will realize the importance of blessing all life. Know you, the beautiful elements imprisoned within your garments are the brothers and sisters of all the elements in every manifest and unmanifest form. You are beginning to acquaint yourselves with the glorious angel of restoration, and that is good, in order that he may render the great service to the evolutions of this planet for which he has volunteered. It is necessary for the Cheetahs to engage in the purification of the elements in the kingdom of earth, air, water, and fire. You are aware that this purification is essential, but I am merely setting these facts before you to impress upon your consciousness the necessity of lending your energy in this progress of restoration for which this mighty angel has volunteered. You are also aware that before an individual takes embodiment, he is given the blueprint of what is to be accomplished during that particular span. His life stream having been carefully reviewed by the Karmic Council to see the amount of karma he is to transmute. In the freedom of the inner realms, where he is not encumbered by the pressure of the fleshly garment, with high hopes and enthusiasm, he anxiously awaits the opportunity to do the will of God through the transmuting of the karma which he has accumulated through the centuries. Blessed, beautiful individualizations of the Father, Mother, God, may the veil which you must wear about your eyes be quickly removed as you journey forth on your given purpose. My heart prayer is that you will proceed through life in humility and grace. I deem it a glorious privilege to serve in the Sacred Heart Temple, to lend the assistance of my life stream. No man could envision what is required in the preparation of the life streams selected for embodiment during a given year. The most perfect elements which bear the pattern identifying each life stream are chosen so that the physical garment will be as harmonious and symmetrical as possible, for it is but the reflection of the inner bodies. Yes, you have thought upon and turned your attention to the activities of the Sacred Heart Temple, and many have read what transpires therein. It is not just a selection of the purest elements, but the specific training which is given for each and every life stream who is to take embodiment. Witness how all in this system are collaborating in raising the vibratory action of this planet. There are 7 volunteers coming from Uranus, 1 for each of the rays. They are beings who have served in the temple worship under the direction of the beautiful lady Aesthesia and beloved Hanuva. One has but to be in the presence of a young child these days to be aware of the maturity of the little babes who have recently come to earth. This should prove to the illumined that the physical garment but encases highly developed life streams who have been trained at inner levels to assist the earth to achieve the goal of perfection which is ordained for her. You have been aware through the years that ceremonial worship is part of the service of the 7th ray. The time has arrived when ceremonial worship is coming to the fore, and you will soon see this manifest. This is requisite that you may be ready to present this magnificent phase of service in order that beloved Saint Germain's 7th ray shall manifest in all its exquisite beauty and the resultant expansion of a consciousness. Ritual in the Christian dispensation was part of the 6th ray under the direction of the Master Jesus. With the golden age now dawning, ritual is to be the predominant service of the 7th ray and will include portions of various rituals through the spectrum of the other 6 rays. This will be brought forth for your edification and illumination at a specific time, according to a glorious design held in the heart of the mighty silent watcher Immaculata. Our Lord and King Saint Germain will be the guiding presence of these magnificent ceremonies. The pristine beauty of this earth must manifest, and quickly, and this will be accomplished through the purification of all the kingdoms. Then light eternal shall manifest in, on, and around the earth as she takes her place in the cosmic plan of the Almighty. Beloved of my being, accept my kindly counsel as I enfold you in my perpetual embrace. Just lovely words from beloved Mother Mary. And now we've got this lovely song about Jesus. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, whoops, I cut it off a little bit early. I didn't realize it had that lovely thing I am at the end. But anyway, so John has actually had to dash out. So he had something that came up urgently. So I just had a message. Can I please read the decrees for him? So we're going to read the decrees together. And don't forget the amount of energy and intensity and desire for this to manifest on our beloved earth is really the energy that the ascended masters need and use. So the words without feeling have little effect. So we're going to put all our energy and intention into these decrees, and we ask that they are protected, and all that join this group are protected, and these decrees are protected and used only to serve the light. So we say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. And now for protection, we say together, mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. And we thank you. Now let's just take a moment and visualize, because we know as we make this call, our beloved I am presence intensifies that tube of light and that armor of light, that fashioned from our beloved Archangel Michael's armor of light. And those little elementals stand shoulder to shoulder, and they form that thick wall at the edge of our tube of light, thicker and stronger than any steel. Let's just visualize it and thank and bless that light of protection. Dazzling crystal blue flame. And visualize it around our loved ones. And we know it is instantly placed around all the constructive people, places, conditions, and things around our beloved earth, because we make the calls. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. And now we say together, mighty I am presence and beloved Saint Germain and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. And we thank you. And now we say the decree for the elementals, as we know, such an important call. So we say, mighty, I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. Thank you, thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Now we have a decree for the purification of our beloved earth. We say together, in the name of my mighty I am presence and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Now a decree for justice. We say together, I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now let's just call to beloved mighty Victory, that mighty cosmic being from Venus who has never ever known anything but victory. We ask that you charge into us your ascended master consciousness of victory, the feeling of the faith in the light and the victory of the light over all human darkness through and around our beloved earth. We say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made according to thy will with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And we just do thank all the beloved great ascended ones in our iron presence for answering our calls. And now we just finish off now, just placing our attention on that mighty secret love star, that secret love star that's shining in the heavens now for the next 2,000 years. It is a mighty, mighty focus of divine love from the great central sun. Those mighty cosmic beings hold it there. And it is supreme light. It can never, ever be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. And we also have that great gift of a secret love star placed in the aura of every unascended being by beloved Sanat Kumara. It was a mighty, mighty gift. And they say the more we connect with and focus with that individual secret love star within each one of us, the more it will act. It's a conscious and intelligent spiritual being, So let's just connect with that glorious secret love star in each and every one of us and that mighty focus of divine love. And we ask that light just come forth and flood our beloved earth with the supreme light. Just feel and see this beautiful pink and golden light enfolding our entire planet, taking command. The wonderful, wonderful gift. And we know that love is the true glue of the universe and solves all things. So we just give deep thanks for this. And now we have the closing invocation. And I'd just like to see who might like to read it. Jonathan, are you able to, do you have a screen? Would you like to read?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep, thank you.
Okay. Beloved I Am Presence and beloved Master Kathumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved Presence of God I Am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by my masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Jonathan. Lovely to have you with us. And now let's just take a moment before we finish, just opening our hearts, sending love and gratitude to our own I Am Presence and the great ascended hosts, and for our opportunity to learn and to serve the light. I just give deep thanks. And thank you so much, everybody. And I'm just going to stop the recording.